iRacing is still making things complicated in the painting world, and people still don't know how to fix it. Hello again everybody, Chaz Draycott here of Chaz Draycott Media, and today we're going to be looking at iRacing once again, because with two of their newest cars, I say newest, they've been out for a while now, with their two Porsches at least, there are a few different configurations and things you need to change before your liveries apply properly. Now what I'm talking about is the livery underneath in iRacing. Obviously in iRacing you can choose your paints and your colours underneath the cars should you not have a custom livery yet. Because of this, it actually affects whatever you put over the top. So some people just need a little bit of a telling off for that. I moan about this way too much, to be honest, and I don't want this to come across as a moan. So please just take this as constructive feedback on how I want to help you. The first car that we're going to look at is the Porsche 992 Cup car. Now this machine, while very wonderful, can be a bit of a pain in the backside, and you easily can spot the people that haven't chosen the right livery for this thing. This is my Sim Racing magazine livery over the top, which was done by Digital Motorsport Art. Gorgeous thing. Really, really good looking car. However, a lot of people, if they applied this livery, you would see it looking like this. It would be all shiny, and because of the spec map, it'd have Porsche down the side here, like the factory colours do. And there's a reason for that. There is a very, very solid reason for why the factory colours are there, because underneath you have selected the factory colours. Simple as this, just like it was with the BMW, just select that livery there. Just the basic one, and boom, no spec map will be applied. It's basically a licensing thing between iRacing and Porsche, I believe, that means that when you click this livery, it applies the spec map so it doesn't look wrong. As you can see down there, it definitely looks wrong because it's just white. But when the metallic effect gets applied over the top of it, that's when it goes all shimmery and shiny with the stripe down the middle. So you'll see a lot of people driving around with metallic liveries and this weird stripe. If you don't want that, just click that. However, the bigger issue, for me anyway, is with the Porsche 911 GT3 R. Let's go take a look. So we'll scroll down. Well, looks like I've got an even bigger problem here. Me. This is the gorgeous Porsche 911 GT3 R, one of the best looking GT3 cars there has ever been. I mean, look at that rear wing. Absolute pornography. However, I've got my nice tasty number boards, but the numbers don't seem to be in them. And much like the BMW M4, as I did in this video, recognise that? They're off in a different location and they're white, so they don't show up over number boards. Now the difference between this and the M4 is that iRacing has given us 3 configurations to where the numbers can be and what colour they can be. So we'll take a quick look at them now. It's the same principle as with the M4. Again, the basic livery underneath you'll have selected to start with is this one, which gives these tiny little white numbers to the top left of your number boards and in a completely different place to where the bonnet number board is on the usual car. Then you can choose the FAF Porsche, which is the only car, annoyingly, in this really long list of liveries that has the bigger white number boards that you will see in IMSA in the right place. And frustratingly, to get those, you need to click the FAF livery, but that also applies a spec map to the rear end of the car, as you see there. iRacing, yeah, sure, that's a licensing thing, but nobody's going to want that. Nobody is going to want that unless they're running the FAF livery, which, to be honest, I think you should just run your own. But that's another story. Again, similar principle though. Just click that livery there. Boom. You are sorted. So, I don't want this to come across as a moan because you can do whatever you want. But I know there are people that do complain, oh, my numbers aren't showing up, or why has that got a spec map on it? I didn't put that spec map on. These are the reasons why. Pesky Porsche's persistent problems. Chaz has just his microphone. I hope that fixes it. Thank you very much. I will see you next time.